Alright, I'm just gonna get straight into this. Oh wow, that is very blurry. What is going on here? Uh, hmm. I'm not really sure what to do to fix that. Oh, there we go. There's a button called autofocus that makes everything better. I wish I found that sooner. I'm very glad I paid for the premium version of Droid Cam. It is very helpful. Okay, so as you can see from the title, boom, strike exceed galaxy. Got a little note from Mr. Rao up here. There you go, now you can see him. And you can see it's using some of the other parts. I think this is the Plavsky. Oh no, this is the Galaxy booster. I know that like in the promotional images it teases using all sorts of different ones for it. So, this one apparently doesn't use a pair of these. You're able to just push it out on your own. I'm very interested to see that. So we go to C1 to get 1 and 2 for the front and back of the head, and let's see if it just pops out. That is very clean. Let's see if I can show it well. Maybe if I press autofocus again, it'll like focus on my hand. No, alright. Can't really show it the best. Very little nub though. So we get that part. It's a bit tough to pop out, but it really does just like pop out with your hands. It is very nice. If I cared, I'd give it that little clean. I'm not too bothered by the tiny invisible nubs, essentially. I'll see, it depends on how things go. Next up, from B we get 1 and 26. So 1 is part of the solid red, not the clear red. And it's this part here. Like that. That one's a bit of a pain to push out because it's all spiky. Let's just get a thing so I can turn it on this point. And use the turning to, yep, spin it off. Then we get 26. Which is this part here. And this is the easier to move bit, so it's a bit tougher to get out. Yep, snapped off of there, snapped off of there, easy enough. Now we head over to 1. We find this green part. I'm not really sure what's up with this. And then we just pop this out, and these make up the eyes. It's a nice neon green, I gotta say. I do always appreciate a good neon green. There we go. There we go. Got that part in. The green goes over the little gap that's there. And then you plug that into the face. put the back over it so that this little part that sticks out, pokes out the top, is up the top. And very impressive. It has four beam Vulcans. Oh, I forgot to put on 26. Felt like something was missing there. Because the beam Vulcan slots were empty. Okay, get this out real quick. This goes on so that it wraps around, kind of hugs the part. You can see it like grabs onto the red bits. Now it plugs in a bit better. The dots plug into this. And it's absolutely hideous without its face, but it's got all four head like Vulcans going, so that's good. Next up, from B, we grab 26, the antenna. A nice yellow antenna using 4 points. And 2 being this clear red part right here. And finally we head over to C1 again, where we grab 3, which is this part here. Now then, with the antenna facing that way, it's supposed to slot nicely in. You can kind of see it like fits in properly, just needs to be at the right angle if it would like to go on. Alright, let's put on the red bit first, see if that does anything. That's nice and on there now. Followed that up by taking the crown. Oh, there we go. Not sure what changed, but as you can see now, it's just slid in nicely. Now we attach that to where the face is clearly missing a bit. And boom. There is the head. Which way do we need to go? Here we go. There is the head finished. Okay, I think that should help with the lighting issue. But yeah, so here's what the head looks like. It's got the 4 beam Vulcans, and then just nice plain back. Very snazzy looking. So let's put that to the side for now. And let's get onto the body, which we need most of the runners for, I'm seeing. So let's just get all the parts from A1 for now. So from A1 we need 4, which is this part here. Which goes down here, just off screen. Bring that up, it's just here. And A1 8. Here's 8 here, right next to the hand. And it goes there, facing this way, but we'll deal with that later. Put that to the side for now. Now we grab A2. And from A2 we get, this is A4, this is A3. Oh, A2 is probably over here then. Yeah, so this half's A1, this half's A2. That's interesting. Okay. Get 20. And this uses an interesting joint, which I'll comment on when we get there. This one also uses 8. It also needs 12 and 14. It needs 19, which is here. And it needs 18. Next up, we grab the parts from C. That being 14 here, being the chest cover, and 15 being part of the lower torso. Then we move over to B, where a majority of the parts are. We have 9, which is the internals of the body. And we have 4. Okay, so the majority of parts came from A2, really, but... Okay, so... internal of the body. Oh, dude, I am absolutely speedrunning this thing, because it is an entry grade, so it goes fast. Also, I'm going quite well. How are you doing today? And you plug that in. And you take this. And you slide it in place. This one's quite interesting. Lower torso part has a ball joint like coming off of it, so it plugs in like this. You gotta... Okay, so it goes like this, so it's upside down. And you take this one. You make it so that the ball joint goes into the hole, and then you kind of like swivel it up. And there you go. Then you connect these up. I actually really like that. Most of the time when a Gundam has like a lower and upper torso, they don't really, well, they kind of just plug together. This one incorporates it. That's good. That is some good work right there. I'm going to commend that quite a bit because that's very well done. Rather than just it having been another part that plugs on, it's actively a part of it. Or it feels more like it's a part of it. Of course, there is, like, I praise it because it's cool, but there is the downside of it's less customizable because only this waist goes on this upper torso. But at the same time, it's an entry grade. These ones aren't like insanely customizable to begin with. What's interesting is that this double ball joint has a slot for a sliding bit to slot in if you want to do something fancy with that at some stage. Plug in the shoulder joints facing in the correct orientation. Place the chest crystals in. Get them nice and plugged over. that's the body done. Now we're making the arms using A1, A2, and AC. Yeah, no, it's an entry grade, so they go very fast. I might actually be able to, because we're about, I'd say, half an hour into a 2-hour stream. Wouldn't be surprised if we pulled it off. Like, that's why I'm not taking all the time to file down all the little imperfections in it, because you are just straight up popping it off. At the same time, I do want to see what, like, how it comes out if you just straight up pop it off. So there's a bunch of parts here that are just copy pasted around a bit. So from C1 you grab, yeah, it literally just pops off. Very rarely is there actually like a nub there. So basically none of the gate comes with it. There's a tiny amount though. Like this. And then this part goes here facing this way. That's C110. Oops, a bit too high up. And then we grab 11. Where's 11? Here's 11. It's interesting to think that I did a master grade before I did a entry grade. Now then, A1 11. Oh yeah, it's only been 20 minutes. Yeah, I started a little late. So I'm just like factoring in the time I usually start for that. A1 10 and A1 9. Plug 11, A1 11 into C8. C10 goes over that. And you can see it. Okay, well, the parts need to actually be properly in first and foremost. Then this part goes in, slots in and makes it look all nice and fancy. There's only 2 parts I'm going to panel line on this one. I'm not going to like panel line the entire thing. There are 2 parts I'm going to panel line on it, and it's going to be obvious why. And if you've built this kit before, you probably know what I'm referring to. Face it this way, there's a little notch along this thing. You gotta go to face like this. There we go. That is one arm done. So essentially the idea is you just make 2 of them and then you just put on the hand and the shoulder depending on which way you want it to face for the left and right arm. Very similar to most other kits. And 10 and 9. There we go. Now then, 8 goes like this, has this plugged into it. Gets all nice and plugged on. 10 goes over. Boop. Boom, and finally, boom. Now then, for the right arm, we grab C1, A1 and B, have all those out. From C1 we need 9, 12, just the back of the palms, and 6, which is this part here. You'll see 7, 6, that's the one I grabbed. Then you want to grab A1, and grab 7. A2, 21, this one over here is for the left arm. Plug the back of the arm in, grab the arm, plug it in facing the correct direction, and then this part is used in a sec. Plug the hand in, and from here we grab A1, 5 and 6. This is the one with the hole, so it goes on there. Then this comes around, connects on here and holds it all together. Then we grab C4. This is a mirror part, doesn't really matter. And it slides in nicely. Click it in. And now grab the decal marker, because these are about to get covered up, but they look best when they have detail put on them. So they're told about right here. Okay. Oh, that's fancy. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Turn back over. Get B5, which is the one for this side. And what you're going to do is you mark this, the inside of the part. Just get some better lighting. There we go. And then on this side, gets oh, okay, I see how it is then. Turns out there's actually an incorrect 4 to put on here, and a correct 4. So let's grab the other one out. Oh, no, I grabbed 5 instead of 4. I thought it was just 2 4s and they were symmetrical. That's on me then. Part separator want to do its job? Just, please, just separate them. There we go. Kind of got to wrangle it off, but it's doable. And then damn, I did a bad job with that. You can see the black lines in there, kind of. Alright, let's try to not mess the other one up that badly. Oh, actually, one more step. Actually, no, that comes later. So now we want to grab 9 and 13 and 7. 9, 13, and... Yep, okay, got all of them. Then we got this part. Because it's translucent, it's tough to tell where I need to be panel lining, so that's why that got messed up. Hand attached. This part does not want to attach, on the other hand. There we go. It's actually connected better than this one. What's going on here then? There we go. I'm actually just going to put these together now, regardless of what it wants, so that they're easier to identify. Now we put these together. That's nice and proper. Connect this part on the correct way round. Could help. Give it its decal lining. There's that one done. Plug that on. Next up, the waist. Now this one has an extra step because of something I need to do with it real quick, just a test. But you want to get C18 being the front, 19 being the back, 16 being a cover part for it, and A322, no, A313, A3, 22 for the middle of the waist, yeah, no, it is A2, A213, being the little cap. Just place that on now. Ooh. Oh, this still has a bit of the gate attached. So that goes on like that. Before I try that though, just want to quickly no, doesn't work. Alright, back to the drawing board on that matter then. I have a few options, that was just one of them. Now then. Now that we've done that, I just want to say this appears very loose. Now we work on the legs. From C2, get both 25s and 26s. And get out to 36s. These have hold point and never escape an astronaut launch audio. I say it every time and it's true every time. Now you go over to A430 and get the two blue bottoms of the feet. These make for the top of the feet. Quickly use the part separator to separate these parts. No, it's meant to go like that, I guess. Yep. Now we got these done, put them to the sides, they'll be needed very shortly. Put that there and this here. Now then, from C2, grab 23. And 24. Make sure you grab the other half of 24 after it snaps off. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I was talking about it snapping, because I put too much pressure on to get it off. Get out 35. From here we just use A3. We're going to need 24. And in the correct orientation. Plugs on there. Plug the other side on. And as I hoped, it would seem this one gets placed in tight. So even if it's broken off, it should theoretically hold in place. From there, place this part to the side for later. Won't need this part for a little bit, so place it there. Grab our B. We're going to need 14, this part here. And 12. 15, 23, 26. Oh, here we are. Now, this connects over like that, so that the grey parts are just like a continuous part. This connects over the top of that in order to cover it with white, and then we add the red detail into that. That's presumably the knee of it. Yep, that's the knee of it. Just checking the manual. And so now we grab A3 back and grab 26, 25, 26, 27. There's 25, there's 26, there's 27, there's 28, which we'll use in a sec. Alright. 26, double claw, it connects into the two circular parts. Yep. That's nice and movable. 27 clips into the back. That helps hold it together better. 25 connects in to ensure that it will go where it needs to be. Then C2, 22. And yep, they're not symmetrical, they have a ball joint on a different side. This part facing the correct direction, slides down, connects on properly. Okay, this foot's done properly, so we'll just plug that in for now. Ankle part really doesn't like staying together. Let's see if we can get to click. Yeah, it says to click. Oh, yep, it clicked. And then it uses its claw, grab onto the leg. That clicked. That's one of the legs done. This part isn't too mobile other than it just being bendable since of how thin it is. But that's one of the legs down. Now onto the other leg. So for this, get out A4 again, or A4, and just grab all the parts that we're going to need from that. Which is actually all the rest of the parts that's on A4, actually, if we're looking. It's nice when it's symmetrical and not too many complicated parts, because then I can just put it together myself based on memorizing it. Now we're going to get parts from C3. Going to want to be very careful about breaking the bottoms off because they can snap off from the rest of it. One down, no breaking. Two down, no breaking. Alright. Then we go over to B. Get the other one of this. Now let's get to it. Connect that and connect this over to that. Get off the gate and that's that nice and ready. This places, no. Ah, here we go. No, not. Oh, I got the wrong part then. Okay. Up here it is. Put this to the side for now. This connects here. This connects here. This connects here. This makes the lower and the knee of the thing. Yep. Or maybe not. You wanna... There we go, nice and attached. This part's on backwards, no wonder it was weird. There we go. This holds it all in and together. Then we connect this part in here. I just noticing there is a claw bit on this, so it can be used for other things. It's got a ball joint entry, ball joint out, and a claw, so many possible uses for this part. That's nice and clicked in. Foot is properly in. Oh wait, no, that the claw is how it connects to the leg. I'm silly. Connect this part facing the other direction. Now connect the legs. Oh, this was loose because this part wasn't clicked in properly. Oh yeah, there's even like parts in here that can be panel lined. These parts come out easy enough, so who really cares? I mostly just wanted to see what it's like, just like out the box, I guess, because it's an entry grade. Anywho. C1, and we grab these parts. Also just pop this part off, that'll be important later. And that's the last of C1's pieces, so that can go away now. Making sure these are facing the correct direction. I will say it's a tad misleading. Like the look of this with the shadow makes it look like there's a hole for plugging stuff in there. It's just a, well, you can see there's no hole. Oh, that part keeps coming off. Hopefully I can figure out why and fix the issue. Oh, is there anything wrong with any parts of it? Don't seem to be. Yeah, it just doesn't want to stay in. Yes, that just comes out easily. I'm not sure why, because it doesn't on the other leg. Yeah, so I will panel line this like off stream. Anyway, with that done, plug the torso in. Plug the arms in and plug the head on. Boom. Strike Exceed Galaxy, just like the base unit, is completed. Now then, we will be building the shield next. Yeah, let's build the weapons then the Galaxy booster. Is it called Galaxy Fighter? B24 is the base of the shield. And then B26 plugs on. Boom, and boom. Now here's the really cool part. Look at the size of this piece. It plugs in to give the shield a bit of a sword to it. That's the shield done. Oh wait, no. Both of B25. Those two little bits. Plug onto the ball joints here. And in do so, give it 2 more connection points. Now then, put that to the side. We get to some of the fun parts. Uh, 23, 20, and 21. Malleable parts, I'll say. Quite bendy. So, these two go together. And give him his big sword. Doesn't do much now, but put on that beam blade and it looks a lot more impressive now. And more than that, you take his puny little blaster here and you attach it on nice and properly. Blaster ain't so puny now. You can still switch it round to be a sword, though it's meant to like be disconnected first. There we go. That's what the blaster looks like. B10 is the exceed joint, and it just lets you attach all sorts of other shenanigans to his backpack. And next up is his more intricate blaster, using parts from A3. Seems to think... Oh, there it is. Just needs to click on. That's just to connect the shield. Put this blaster together. Connect on the barrel. And at B, there's a part, B19. I'm not sure what it's for, but it says to take it out. Oh, it just says use this part as you'd like. What's the point of it? Oh, okay. So I'll just show off what it does real quick. So these two little pieces. Double pegs. The idea is you now have 2 double pegs, which I will use, because that's very interesting for customization. But now you can easily plug stuff onto one of the peg points for storage. That's very nice, I must say. Oh. Alrighty then. Now that we've done all that, we get to the Galaxy Fighter. B-22, this big part here. C-239, which is this piece here. C-231 and B-11. So this is a peg that flips out. Good and proper. There we go. That seems to work a bit better. Now it connects down here, and then this part can flip up, or this part can flip out. Alright, from there we go to B and we get 17 and 3. 17 and 3. 17 connects on, and 3 connects into that. From there we get C-230. And it clips in to there. That looks good and proper, but then it can easily flip up. Of course, this part needs to be clipped in properly first. Now then, C2, 27 and 28 connect onto the sides and help hold everything from falling apart. So now this part can flip up without coming off. This part can flip around. It's all very nice. C-29. Now this spaceship has a nose. Head over to B and get 7, 8, and 18. 7 and 8 are these red parts here. And 18 is a grey part here. Then C2 37 and 8 are the wings. Tough to get out, though, I will say. There we go. Making sure that the side of it that juts up, because one of these is flat, the other has a bit that juts up. Jutting up side is on top. And we got that going. Flip this up, flip this back down, and that holds that in place. And then you just like flip it back out to put it back down. And you plug it into his back. Boom. Next up, shield plugs in here, but like without its handle part. Or alternatively, oh, didn't mean for that to happen. Double jointed shoulders has some good movement. Oh, wow, that part's a bit bent out of the short. There we go. Flip that, flip that. Plug that on. Now then, there's a couple of things I need to check out. Runner is cleared. This runner only has the adapter part left. Now that's been cleared. And over here, this part, which is an alternative body that connects onto arms via them having claws which grip on, which is quite interesting. And that's that runner cleared. You have A3, 24, and 25. They look like they are important. Can't seem to figure out where they go though. 24 is not here. Let's go from the start then. No. There's like nothing that seems empty on this guy. Because it seems like they have things attached onto them as well. So it's most likely just a part for just like spare parts and stuff. And if that's the case, there's the double peg connector put in the work, letting me connect the gun to the ship. Connect the beam part nicely into the shield. The other gun into the left hand, just because. Just like that. This build is done. Took me 1 hour and 9 minutes. Hit the clock. That is very good time. Gorgeous little kit. Very pretty. I very much like it. Good strong one too. It's double jointed in a lot of places, so lots of mobility. Some parts aren't too customizable, like the waist, but all the pegs allowing for so much customizability all over this thing definitely make up for that. So yeah, I will be heading out for now. See you whenever I finish and I'm ready to finish up this build after panel lining everything. And I'll see you then, Risk. Bye.